If you do not know your voice of the customer, then you are not able to get any sales. This is the thing that people are saying to me. Why isn't it converting? I'm going to tell you about this client to help you understand. And these are going to boost your engagement on social media. They can be used on different platforms. You can start to use them in, you're transforming someone. You've got the transformative word in there that's really about authority. You're achieving something for them. So these words really trigger people into hearing authority in the way you speak.
Welcome to More Clients, Less Hustle, the podcast where we break barriers, defy labels, and empower busy entrepreneurs like you to soar to new heights. Let's pave the way for more clients, less hustle. I'm your host, Caroline Balinska.
Hi, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Caroline Balinska, and I'm really glad to have you here today. So today is going to be a little bit of a different episode. I'm doing a case study. We're going to get into some really specific key points that I think every single coach, consultant, and service provider really need to understand for their own business. This is something I went through the other day with a particular client. I don't want to call out names. I'm not trying to shame anyone, but I think the lessons that can be learned from this are something that it doesn't matter what sort of business you're in. If you're in some sort of online business, I guarantee you are going to get so much out of today's episode because these are really key points. So I did say that from now on, I will be speaking about the different parts of the funnel: top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. Today, we're really concentrating on top of funnel and middle of funnel. So we're going to be speaking about the voice of the customer, and that I'll explain that in a little bit more detail if I haven't actually explained it yet to you. It is key. If you do not know your voice of the customer, then you are not able to get any sales. This is the thing that people are saying to me. Why isn't it converting? I'm going to tell you about this client to help you understand, because that's really important. I will also be speaking about emotional trigger words. I'm going to be explaining some things about lead magnets and emails as well. So let's get into it. It's super, super important. I want to start off by saying that anything I speak about today will be in my resources page for free. You'll get access to all the prompts, all the fill in the blanks, everything. You don't need to pay for any of that. I can give you access to that for free. Head over to moreclientslesshustle.com and go to resources in the menu, and you will find everything there that I speak about today. In the show notes, I will be adding the actual link and telling you which of the downloads you need to get, which are the resources. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to give you a little bit of a background on this particular client. This client came to me. She's got a beautiful, beautiful online presence. I mean, stunning. It's not often that I say that because a lot of clients have sort of got bits and pieces that add up over time, and, things can sort of get swapped around. This client has got the most amazing website. I'm so impressed with that. Her website, her social media, it's gorgeous. Her lead magnet, absolutely gorgeous. When it comes to aesthetics, it is spot on beautiful. She is a beautiful person. Like, she just comes across in such a genuine way. She does things around different sorts of healings, Reiki sort of things, holistic things, somatics things, yoga, all of that sort of thing. And she's got the personality to go with it. So she's definitely going to do amazing when she actually gets everything up and running properly. She came to me and she had just been running her lead magnet, and she was trying to get people in on that. She was launching the following day after this conversation I'm talking about. And that's why we got on this call, because she needed to just make sure everything was ready for the actual launch day of launching her website properly. And that's why we went through everything. So she'd been running some ads, and I can swear that they would have been the most beautiful ads. I didn't see the actual ads, but just based on her design stuff, they would have looked stunning. She had something like 40 people sign up from there. And then of the people that signed up, she had a couple of people, I've got to remember off the top of my head, she had around a 60% open rate on her emails, but she only had a 7% click-through rate on the email. And once she told me those numbers, it made me say, okay, well, what's going on? That's really strange. It's a really low click-through rate for such a high amount of people who are so interested in opening the email. Technically, the number it's 7% of that. So the number doesn't sound so bad. But when you just think about the psychology behind it, if only 7% of people clicked on it, why would such a low amount of people click on it when such a high amount of people actually opened it in the first place? So that's why I said straight away, I want to see this. I want to see the lead magnet. So overall, she's done these ads, they're beautiful. She's got a website that's beautiful. She's got Instagram that's beautiful. She comes across really beautifully. And then she gets people to sign up and she starts sending out emails, and she had that click through rate. And then everything else just stayed really low after that. She didn't have a huge open rate. She didn't have a huge click through rate. So I went through the actual lead magnet. I asked her to send it through while we're on this call, and I had a look over it. And straight away, the thing that I saw straight away was what she was doing with her lead magnet was wrong. The lead magnet looked beautiful. What she was actually offering in the lead magnet was amazing. There's nothing wrong with what she was offering, and there was nothing wrong with the design of it. What was wrong was what she was actually selling people. And I understand it's free, but she's still selling something. And what she was selling was you're selling a solution to a problem. That's what you're selling. People buy solutions to problems. And the problem that people have in her situation are things like being stressed, wanting to be more calm. They might be stressed with their job. They might be stressed at home. They might have anxiety. There's all sorts of things that she helps with. She also helps with other things like, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, and it doesn't really matter about what she does, because while I'm talking about a particular client, I don't want to get too much into the details of her, and it really isn't relevant to you exactly what she does, but I'm just letting you know she does a lot of different sort of services around holistic health. And the thing was, what I saw immediately, as soon as I saw this lead magnet, the reason why I knew it didn't work was because the title of it was about, it was something like 16 ways to heal the nervous system. And as soon as I saw that, I said, this is the problem. I can see straight away why no one actually clicked on it, because they got the email, they opened the email, and then they saw these 16 ways to heal the nervous system. People don't come to you to heal a nervous system. They come to you because they want the solution to their problem. Yes, their nervous system is the problem in this case. However, people don't care about that. They care about, my problem is anxiety. My problem is I'm in a bad relationship. My problem is that I hate my job. My problem is I can't sleep at night. My problem is I've got too much weight on my body. My problem is, in my case, my clients don't have enough sales. Those are the problems that we're trying to solve for people. So whatever it is, if you're a dentist, my problem is my teeth are not good enough. Whatever that might be, that's what people are coming to you for, is the problem, and they want a solution to that problem. So what she was doing was talking about the actual thing that she was fixing. So it would be like a dentist saying, I will give you a porcelain veneer. People are not wanting a porcelain veneer. What they're wanting is that their tooth is fixed. So it's not about, I don't care what you need to do to get me there, just give me the result I need. It's a little bit like when people say, oh, I've got a program and it's a 1-year program. It's not that it's longer that is better, it's that people want that solution. There's a famous thing, and I always love when I hear this, is that it's like saying that a dentist says, I can't remember exactly how it goes, but it says something like, someone says to the dentist, how much does it cost? And the dentist says it's $300. And the person says, but it's only going to take 15 minutes. It's only a 15-minute appointment. And the dentist says, I can extend the appointment if you want. If you want to pay me $300 and stay for an hour, and I'll do your tooth for an hour, that's fine. And it's like, no, okay, it's fast. Because the point is, it's not about the time, it's about solving the problem that the person has. So the same goes when it comes to anything that you're doing in your business. What are you trying to solve? What are you trying to achieve for the person? And so what we did, as soon as I saw the lead magnet and I saw what was going wrong, I immediately said to her, what we need to do first is work out the voice of your customer. So we worked out the voice of our customer, and this is key to everything when it comes to your business. The voice of the customer, what it is, if you don't know yet, it is where you can use this. This is where AI has just been the most amazing thing. Before I went on maternity leave, we didn't have things like this. And it was such a big deal trying to work out this sort of information. But now we can do it automatically. So you use the prompt, go to my website, moreclientslesshustle.com, go to the resources section, and you get the prompt there completely for free. Go and get it. It's life-changing. It's going to change everything about your business. And what it does, it goes around the internet. You type in a few things, you use my prompt, you fill in the blanks, it will go around the internet for you, and it will find out a few answers that you need to know. So I'll tell you what it finds out: the customer pain points, it finds out the desires and aspirations of your client, and it tells you the emotional trigger word. You can get the emotional trigger words You find out your messaging strategy. So, in the case of this particular client, one thing that, and I read these out to her and she was like, okay, those make total sense. So, every step you take towards healing is a step towards your most authentic self. That's a lot different from saying, I'm healing your nervous system. And the next one is, your body holds the key to your healing. Let's explore it together. That sounds really different from, I'm going to heal your nervous system. Now, I'm not saying that healing your nervous system is a bad thing to say. However, for most people, if you've got someone like me, and I'm not really into that side of it, it's not my area of expertise, and I'm sitting there saying, I'm stressed about my job, I hate my job, I hate my relationship, I hate where I live, I'm just so unhappy with everything. And this particular client's thinking to herself that she started her business because she's trying to heal all of those problems for people. So she went into this particular area of expertise. Her putting out an ad saying, I'm going to heal your nervous system to someone like me, I don't know that my nervous system needs healing. That's not something I understand at this stage. So top of funnel is really about getting people in to know that you can solve their problem for them. My problem is not my nervous system that I know of. My problem is my job, my relationship, my work, my home life, whatever it might be. My problem is not my nervous system in my understanding. So at that stage, I need to get the right message across. So understanding your voice of the customer will make all the difference to this. So as soon as we did that, what I came up with, away from first I started off with like 16 ways to soothe your to adjust your nervous system. One option was 16 proven strategies to soothe and strengthen your nervous system. But when I got that answer, I still didn't like that answer. It still, to me, sort of reeked of that nervous system is not the thing that we're trying to solve for. So then the next one I came up with powerful practices to cultivate calm and resilience and well-being. Now, me as a person who has got problems going on in my relationship or my job or my home life, I'm going to understand that second one a lot more. Cultivate calm and resilience and well-being. I need that right now. Nervous system health, I don't need that. I don't know what that is. So you can call people out on the actual problem. If you're in a bad relationship, here is the solution. But if you're not calling them out for the actual problem, which you still have to do that as well, in lots of different posts, but you can also to sort of have like a round message to different types of problems, then this would work a lot better. So if you're trying to get a full message across, you've got lots of different problems you solve for, but you need to get one message across, this would work a lot better for you than trying to say that you're healing a particular problem. It's a little bit like yoga. If you're going to yoga, you're going there to be more calm, but there's a lot of other things going on. So if someone started telling me about all those technical things that I don't know because I'm not a yoga specialist, they're not going to make sense to me. But if you said to me, come to our yoga studio, we have the best yoga studio. It's got beautiful smells. It's got beautiful interior. That's going to mean a lot more to me than telling me about the actual technical side of it, because the technical side is not what I understand. And that's usually not what your customers understand. It's very different if you're a yoga instructor and you're teaching someone about being a yoga instructor and that's where they're learning from. But if you're trying to find someone, we talk about going after people and speaking to them at a fifth grade level, we need to take it back to that level of like, what are the basics of what they're trying to experience? The next thing that I spoke to her about was building an authority online. So in her case, she's new to this. She's only been in this industry for a short time. So she's got only about, 10 reviews or something at the moment, which is still fantastic. It's, fantastic to have that many reviews. Some people even start off with less. If you do start off with a really small amount of reviews, the first thing I'd recommend is you get some people that you can work for free to get them to get some reviews from them.
Okay, I'm just jumping in here. I just want to invite you to join my Facebook group, Empowered Women Collaborate. I have created over $1 million in sales just from collaborations, and it has made a huge difference to my business. It's also brought me in so many new leads. It's brought me in so many different types of new business, so many different opportunities. And I love collaborations. In my Facebook group, I'm going to teach you how to collaborate, but I'm also going to teach you about lead generation in general, because even if you're collaborating, you're still needing to do your lead generation. And I'm all about automation. So I'm going to teach you so much about automation as well, because all of these processes, no matter what you're doing when it comes to if you're collaborating or doing your own ads or doing your own social media posts, everything needs some sort of automation as well. So I teach all of that as well in the group. Come and join, completely free. Empowered Women Collaborate on Facebook, and it's free to join the group. And I've got so much great stuff in there to show you. I do free workshops as well. I'd love to see you in there. Now let's get back to the episode.
But then the next thing you need is authority building taglines. These make a big difference. So I've got a whole list. I've got 32. Actually, go to the resources section. Like I said, moreclientslesshustle.com. In the resources section, you'll find the authority building taglines there. You get access to all of them completely for free. And when you get them, they're a fill in the blank form. So you will get exactly what I'm about to tell you. There's 32 of them. You go through the list, you see which ones you like, and you just fill in the blank. So here's one. Transform your blank by achieving blank without blank or blank. So transform your, what are you transforming? To achieve, what's the outcome? Without, and then common method or common tool or common misconception. So you can make this really work. So in her case, transform your personal life by achieving calmness without needing alcohol, without needing, let me think of something else, yoga, without needing, you could put different things in there, without needing a psychologist. So there's lots of different things you can put in there, and that will get people to actually start to understand. And that's like really the authority behind it of, you're transforming someone, you've got the transformative word in there that's really about authority, you're achieving something for them. So these words really trigger people into hearing authority in the way you speak, not just like, I can help you do this. It's like really the transforming, the achieving, those words really make a difference. And another one, experience a personal transformation and achieve the outcome without such and such. So I've got 32 different ones. There's some other ones there. So I achieved, what did you achieve by doing such and such without doing blah, blah, blah. So you can talk about yourself as well. If you have gone through these particular transformations on your own, then definitely use those as examples. Like I said, go and check them out. There's 32 different ones. And then the other thing that I worked with her on was creating some posts that really boost engagement. So the posts that she had really pretty posts, and they looked beautiful, they were stunning, and she didn't really have a lot of stuff in there to boost engagement. She would have got definitely a lot of likes on each of the posts because they look beautiful, but likes do not follow through to sales. You need to get the engagement to get people into it. So I've got a whole list of templates where you can actually use them, whether you're a coach, a consultant, a service provider, and these are going to boost your engagement on social media. They can be used on different platforms. They can be used on posts, on stories. You can start to use them in your actual communication. If you make a video, I've got a huge list of them. You can get them all for free at moreclientslesshustle.com in the resources section. In the show notes below, I also give you all the links for everything there as well. So for example, these are things like fill in the blank, call out your audience, and you'll say something like, in her case, stressed lawyers. Maybe she wants to just target lawyers. Stressed lawyers, are you ready to conquer? And then what's the problem? Are you ready to conquer your sleepless nights? That might be the thing. I'll lead you to better sleep, or I'm sure there's going to be something better than that. It's not my industry, so I'm just making this up. I'll lead you to a more fulfilling life. I'll lead you to more happiness. There's all sorts of things you can put in there. In the next, and then you put the time frame. So in the next 30 days, in the next 2 weeks, message me the word, and then you can have the word sleep to discuss how we can make it happen. There's other ones. So again, call out your audience. Let's say it's again the lawyer. Hey, busy lawyers, if you're struggling with the problem, it's time for expert help. I'll deliver the result. I'll deliver you a better night's sleep in just 3 days. DM me the word and then the word, whatever it is, sleep, and I'll take let's take a decisive action together. Now, I've got a whole list of these, so I'm going to give you access to these, and then you can start to make these posts on your own social media, on your own, even in an email. These go out amazingly as an email that you can actually send this out. So after that first session with her, I went through these particular points with her, and each time I sort of brought up something, she was sort of a little bit like, oh, wow, that's amazing. She hadn't thought about it from that angle. I didn't actually ask her when we were on the call, but it looks like she's had help with what she's doing, putting this package together of, how she's actually packaging everything. However, whoever's helped her has actually not helped her with the most important thing, because you can have the most beautiful website in the world, but if you are not speaking to the person about their problem and actually helping them understand exactly what their problem is and that you are the right person to solve that problem, then that person doesn't know to give you the money to work with you. So you really need to be unbelievably firm on that. And you have to be really clear. You have to let people know, because there's this whole part about, you can put out the message as much as you want, but if you don't ask people and invite them to work with you, then it's very hard for them to think, oh, okay, I can actually work with that person. And I'll do that to you right now. If you want help with this, I can help you. You can come to me. I've got a couple of different programs. Come and take a look at what I can do. Come to the website, look at my work with me section, and see what I can do to help you. First, come and download these free downloads, download all the free resources, have a go at it yourself. I actually have an AI bots, well, 4 of them, that I designed on my own. I created them. They're for you to use completely for free. They are mind-blowingly amazing, just mind-blowingly amazing. We go through the voice of the customer in there as well. And what these bots do is that rather than you going across to ChatGPT, or, this is made for ChatGPT, but you might use a different platform, you can use these completely for free. They're not associated with me at all. Once you click the link, it goes into your own ChatGPT completely for free, and you can use this forever with no actual cost to you at all. I have no access to any of it. It's all on your platform and it's all yours. I've seen it where other people have got them like sort of on a website where you have to go and type your stuff in, but then they've got that information on you. The way I've designed them is purposely that it's yours to use and it's personalized to you, that I've got no access to it. And what makes these so special is that you can go to ChatGPT and ask it a question. So for example, I've given you a prompt for the voice of the customer. If you go and put that in, I've given you a very specific words to use, that's great. But if you didn't know that and you just went and asked ChatGPT for a voice of the customer, it's going to give you a different result, because it's not going to be as specific as what I give you as the prompt. So that is why that prompt works really well. And the bots go to the next level. In the back end, the way it's been designed, I've actually pre-programmed everything for you. It's going to not only know what things to look for, but it knows what questions to ask you of what you want. So there's 4 different ones. There's one about ads, there's one about emails, there's one about just general copy, and there's one about posts. And each of these works slightly differently, because in the back end I pre-program them slightly differently. For example, the one about the emails, it's going to give you a huge list of all the different types of emails that you can send. And there's things on there that I promise you've never even thought about. But once you start looking through the list, you're going to be like, okay, this is actually amazing. I'm going to start creating all this new content. It's going to help you create content that you've never even thought that you should do. And it's going to take your business to the next level. So like I said, those prompts are completely free. Go and check them out. I'm going to put the link in the show notes, but head over to moreclientslesshustle.com. I've got lots more free resources coming your way along the way. So if you head over there and take a look and you sign up for there's a free members area that you can log into. Once you're in there, every time I update a new resource, you'll always get access to it. So there's a really good way for you to actually just be on my list to find out exactly, what I've got coming up. I'm always creating new content. I'm always creating new free resources. And especially now with AI, I'm going to be handing out so many great things. And these are the sort of things that I do with my clients, where we actually go through and just step by step work through each of those areas to make sure that you're getting your message across properly, to make sure that you're building yourself as an authority. Because if you're not building yourself as an authority, then it doesn't matter how great it is what you're actually selling at the end, because no one's going to understand that you are the right person for them to work with. So I talk all about how to present on camera, how to create a podcast, how to get yourself across in the best light possible, because it does make a difference. And every little bit that you can do, that's not about, while I'm all into the design of things, but the design of your website, spending hours on the design is not important. Spending hours on your logo is not important. Spending hours on making sure your PDF is this most beautiful PDF, that's actually not the most important parts, because if you're not using the right words to let people know that you are the right person to help them, then the most beautiful website, the most beautiful PDF in the world is not going to make people think that the visual effect is going to be the outcome that they're looking for. So make sure you're using the right words, make sure you're using the right emotional trigger words for them, and really get into the person's psyche of what you can do to help them, make them understand you are the right person. So that's it for today. Like I said, go and check it out. Go and check out all the free resources that I have. Until next week, I look forward to seeing you. Always reach out to me on social media. I'm probably on LinkedIn more than anywhere else these days. I'm really enjoying that as my actual lead generation place. I'm going to be speaking about that a lot more in other episodes. For me personally, I find that is better than my Instagram. So if you want to find me, come over to my LinkedIn. I've got a free newsletter over there as well that you can sign up for, you can subscribe to, and find out more about these things every single day. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you. Always here to communicate and find out what other people need help with. I've got free workshops all the time as well. So like I said, sign up for something of mine and you'll get to know when my free workshops and shops are as well. And I go through these sort of things with people absolutely for free. And you can reach out to me anytime and ask me more questions. So until next week, keep marketing yourself.
Thank you for tuning in to the More Clients, Less Hustle podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave a review. If you have any questions or topics that you'd like me to cover, feel free to reach out. Until next time, keep marketing yourself and watch your business grow.